All right, guys. So I'm gonna talk about the shoe designs that I made so far. Um, wait, no, that's not. Okay. These are my three designs that I have made so far. This is my first design. This is my second design, and this is my latest design. Literally just came out of the printer today, and I'm gonna talk about what I learned on making these shoes so far. So pretty much this is my first design. As you can see, I was just trying to rush it and I got a lot of triangulation. That's why it looks like that. It actually kind of looks cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like it because it looks, it looks good. So I printed this with a 0.6 nozzle at I think like 0.36 height, 9% infill. And I was thinking that, I want 3 walls in each side, so it's a total of 6 walls, because, I don't want it to break, I don't want it to crack, so I'm like, I want that, right? The problem is that, look at that, it's not flexible at all. Like, this is a little bit flexible, but it's not flexible the other way around. So that was a problem because this part right here, it kind of chafed my foot, my leg in the back, but they look good. I wore them for like a couple of days. He barely had any wear, and I made this for ventilation. I don't know. And I added these like thingy to underneath these laces or whatever. Anyways, this is my first design. Oh, and this one, as you can see, this material I don't know. I think this material is less flexible than this other white one that I use. These ones right here are my child labor-free manufacturing shoes, my design. I really like these shoes. It took me a long time to model them because I wanted, I don't know, I just want something different. And I really like them. They are very flexible. This is 0.4 nozzle at I think 0.36 height, 9% infill, and I was very careful to make sure the walls were barely 4 walls thick. So I think it's 1.2 millimeters thick. So it's very, very, very flexible. I made the sole 9% infill. It's a little bit more flexible because of the material, the walls, but it's not that flexible still, right? Like, it's still this part over here on my foot. When I step, my foot kind of comes up a little bit, so I kind of don't like that part. And another problem that I run into is, did you see this thing right here? When you step forward, it kind of cracks. So it doesn't look bad when you're standing, but when you step, your sock kind of shows. So I don't like that part. Again, I'm using flexible laces, and I printed this part right here, the I think it's called a shoe tongue. It printed all at the same time. This one I printed separately, and I didn't like the way that came out, so I printed it this way. And I also made it so it didn't need support by using the angle and another angle. And there's a whole design thing. So the only part that needed the support, it was like right underneath here, and I was just able to pull it out. So that's and also I did like a pattern for more grip. I don't know, I really like these shoes. I'm gonna keep wearing them. I wear them to the bar, I wear them out to the store, and honestly, I really like them. It's just that part right here where it cracks. But I'm gonna still rock them. So this is my latest design, right? So this one again is 0.4 nozzle, 0.36 height, 9% infill. This came out of the printer today. I really like these ones. I made this part right here, I made it thicker. You see that? Also, this hole right here, I kind of absorbs some of the tension. So I think that's why it's not cracking and making a hole like the other one. I also added cuts on the sole, and I added like this triangular thing. I was thinking it was gonna make it more flexible. It is more flexible than my other ones, but still not flexible enough. Like when I walk, my foot kind of comes off over here too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a round hole and cuts, and I'm gonna make cuts on the middle. It's gonna be 3 cuts over here. So it's gonna be more flexible, hopefully. And I also, what I did is that I cut this and I made another cut right here, and I put a hole over here, and I put shoelace holes. So pretty much I'm gonna put a flexible shoelace, and it's gonna connect to here, and it's gonna pull this behind my foot to keep it in place. So hopefully that fixes that issue. Another problem what I did with this shoe is that I made so many designs changes that I moved stuff around, and then for some reason this is where your toe goes. This is supposed to go more this way, so it kind of hurts a little bit when because it's too close to my toe. So I went and back and fixed this on the next 3D model that I'm gonna print today. I also printed almost with no support, so you get a little bit of these furry things, and I just burned it with a torch, and that's why I have some yellowing, which I'm gonna try to take out with some acetone. But yeah, that's what I'm learning so far about shoes, making 3D printed shoes. And just keep following my channel, and I'll give you guys more updates and tips on how to print shoes. And hopefully you guys can do your own soon.